Hello, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, fabulous people. Good morning, exceptionally confident women. Good morning. How are you today? My name is Andrea Onodeko, and I'm a self-love and confidence activator. And I help women to become more confident by loving who you are, using the principles of self-love so that you can flourish in your relationships, so you can flourish in your business, so you can flourish in your career, and so that you can just live a happy life. That is what I would say. Be happy. That is what I'm about. So you're welcome this morning. Welcome to this morning's broadcast, Boost Your Confidence with Andrea. And today I decided I will share my story. Good morning, Bumi. How are you? Good to see you. I decided, in the early hours of the morning that I will share my story with you this morning so that you can see that I am a woman like you, and I've been through some of the things that you may be going through or you've already been through. This week, I started this week talking about the reasons why you lack self-love. And on Monday, I spoke about the media as one of the reasons. On Tuesday, I spoke about criticisms as one of the reasons why you lack self-love. And yesterday, I spoke about negative self-talk. So today, I thought I'll share my story, why I lacked self-love. And so just a little bit so that you can get to know me better and we can get to connect with each other even better. So if you're on the line, I can see that there are one or two people on the line. Say hello. Bumi has said hello. Good morning. So a little bit about me. I've always been a small woman. I've always been very thin. Let me just be, quick about that. I've always been a skinny woman, and I've never been able to add weight. And this it used to be an issue in my life. It used to be a big issue in my life. When I was growing up, people would say to me, "Oh, you're so thin. Oh, you're so skinny. Why are you so thin? Why are you so skinny?" I didn't realize that all that criticisms at the time was going to have a negative impact on my life. I didn't even realize that my mind was storing all of these messages. I didn't know what it was doing to me. When I became a young adult and I started dressing up, my clothes wouldn't fit. None of my clothes would fit. And this had a big effect on my confidence. I became very insecure in how I looked. When I look in the mirror, I didn't like what I saw. I was very unhappy because my clothes just didn't fit. I would go shopping for clothes. So I was what you would call a size 0. And I desperately wanted to become a size 8. So my story might resonate with you. You might be a small woman and you might be looking to put on weight. Or you might be a big woman all your life and you've been trying to lose weight. Good morning, Suzanne. It's great to see you this morning. So you might be a big woman and you're trying to lose weight. Whichever side you're on, the important thing, the part of my story that I want to share is I just didn't like what I saw in the mirror. I hated the fact that I was so skinny, I was so thin, my clothes didn't fit. Okay? And I became very afraid. I became very insecure. I didn't like what I saw in the mirror. It was so bad that I started buying children's clothes just so that my clothes would fit. Any of the clothes, if I went shopping, I had to alter the clothes. I had to make the clothes shorter. I had to make it smaller around the waist. I just had to pin up my clothes. And I didn't like that. And that started affecting my confidence. I didn't think any man would love me for who I was. The fact that I was so tiny, I was so skinny, I felt so insecure. I was so afraid because of my size, because of my weight. And then I started dating and I realized that I was dating all the wrong people. I was in all the wrong relationships. I was chasing love. Love was not chasing me. It was really bad. And it came to a head for me when I think I was about 26 years old at the time. And I still very skinny, still very tiny. And I was dating this man who I was constantly doing things for him. I would give him my money. I gave him my love. I gave him my body. I gave him everything, everything. and I didn't really get anything back in return. And I felt isolated. I dated him for 3 years. In the 3 years that we dated, he was dating someone else. He was dating another woman, and I didn't even know about it. And I felt I was the love of his life. I felt I was going to be, I was going to get married to him. We're going to have kids together, but that did not happen. And, I'm sharing this story so that you can see that, I wasn't born confident. I have learned to be confident over the years, and you can learn to be confident as well by loving yourself. Back to my story. After a while of, after obviously 3 years or so, we got into an argument one day, and then he slapped me. And I realized that, I didn't have to be in a relationship like this. In fact, he said he did apologize, and I took him back, and we continued the relationship. And then I realized that, I can be more than this. I can be better than this. And I started thinking to myself, after a while, I called off the relationship and I said, listen, I don't want to be in this relationship anymore. This does not have to define me. This relationship does not have to define me. I don't have to be with you anymore. So I stopped seeing him. And before I could do that, I started working on my mindset. I started working on telling myself, I started looking in the mirror and telling myself, Andrea, you're a beautiful woman. I accepted the fact that I may never put on weight. And believe you me, I have not put on weight. I've only put on a little bit of weight in 20 years. And I've accepted that. And I am loving that. And I was able to say no to somebody who did not love me for who I was. So we ended the relationship, and I started loving myself. I started noticing what the triggers were for me. The negative mindset, the negative self-talk that had become my habit. Those things that I would tell myself, oh, I'm too thin, oh, I'm too skinny, oh, nobody would want me, nobody would love me for who I am, nobody would love my body for what it is. So I changed that around, and I started saying positive things about myself. I started, loving myself. I started doing things for myself. I put the spotlight on me, and I started, I also started, I was lucky because then in the city where I live, there were some shops that just opened that catered for size 0 women. So I was able to get clothes that now fitted perfectly. So that kind of gave me a little boost in my confidence. But the real confidence boost came from the inside, came from accepting myself for who I was, came from accepting my skinny self and my thin self, and accepting the fact that I may never put on weight. And why am I sharing this story with you? I'm sharing this story with you so that you know that there may be things that you can't accept about yourself. There may be things that are having a negative effect on your confidence, that is affecting you, that is not allowing you to express yourself fully. So you can start working on your mindset. And this is what I'm here to do. I'm here to help you. My purpose in life is to encourage you, is to help you to boost your confidence, to help you to so that you can be happy, so that you can flourish. Okay, eventually I found someone who wanted a skinny woman. Can you believe that? I found someone who loved me, still loved me for who I am. He didn't want a pleasantly plump woman. He wanted a skinny woman. I met him. He was chasing me. He's still chasing me. I met him. He wanted to marry me. I said yes. It's 15 years this year. We're happy. I love him. He loves me. He loves me more than I love him, if I dare to say that. And we have a beautiful relationship. So why am I sharing this story? I'm a woman like you, and I've been through a few things. My confidence has had a knock over the years, and I've been able to boost my confidence by loving myself. And now I am a much happier person. I'm flourishing in my relationships. I'm flourishing in my marriage. I'm flourishing in my business. I'm flourishing in my career. And I want to help you to do that. I want you to help you to do the same thing. You can be happy too. You only need to love yourself more. You only need to pay attention to yourself more. You need to see yourself in a positive light. You need to let go of limiting beliefs. You need to be able to look after yourself, own your own self-belief. See yourself in a positive light, and your confidence will go to a whole new level. So that is all I have to share with you this morning. I hope I've been able to inspire you. I hope I've been able to encourage you to pay attention and to have compassion on yourself. As you begin to love yourself, your confidence will go to a whole new level, and you will become a happier person, and you'll flourish in your relationships. Till tomorrow, have a wonderful, wonderful day, whatever you're up to, and take care. Bye-bye. Thank you. Thank you for the thumbs up, baby. Thank you for the thumbs up, Ruth. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.